Hello, and welcome back in here to Winsel's World. Well, boy, it's been some scorching afternoons and evenings, hadn't it? Wow, like I remember a neighbor man I had. He's deceased now. He lived on the other side of the hill over yonder. I could walk to his house from my house. Went over one summer, and it was hot that afternoon. He's sitting on the back porch. I said, boy, it's been hot, ain't it? He said, good old summertime weather. I like it. Don't you? I never have forgotten that. So, anyway, so if you like summertime weather, July has been summertime weather around these parts. And the pipe I got out here today is this rat trays pipe. Y'all seen it before. It's all got a brown stem and got all of this here uh, designs, grain in the briar bowl. I made a video last Monday and it kept showing on my cell phone here, which is what I use, that it was ready to view. Had two videos of it. I thought, well, it'll go away. So it didn't go away after the first or second day. I thought, well, I looked at it and it kept showing up that way. I thought, well, I'll delete where it says it's ready to view. Well, they just deleted the whole thing. So whatever was said last Monday about enjoying cold drinks in the summer is past. And I'm not going to try to do that again or say anything about that. But anyway, I thought I'd let you know in case you got to looking on what's called a playlist. Then you couldn't find it if you wanted to find it for some reason. That's the reason that I deleted it without meaning to delete it. And today I'm out here at the river. So this is the river here. And so back behind me, I guess you can tell the current of the water. Back behind me is downstream. And so I'm looking at the rapids up yonder, which is just it's not a steep drop off at all. I mean, 6, 7 inches, but the river's so low that right in there then, where it comes off of those rocks, why, it makes a real peaceful sound. So, and I enjoy making some content that brings about some peace of mind and some slows us down a little bit. I tell you, there's enough to do to keep us busy and occupied that when we do find an opportunity to slow down, it's good to be able to slow down and relax. That way you can reflect better on your day or yesterday and evaluate where you are and better make maybe some plans for tomorrow, if we have tomorrow. For what is life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time. You say, well, 70 years compared to eternity is like one drop thumped into a vast ocean. 70 years is. Appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. And this particular blend I got in here, I opened it back up and been using it some this week evenings, called Drucker and Sons. In a particular blend they call Rule Botania. I jarred it up when I first got it, and boy, I'm glad I did too. I think getting them out of them tins and things and putting them in jars and letting them sit around for a while, still, I think it helps it. To tell you why I think that, I don't know. It tastes better now than what it did when I first got it. That's the only thing I can go by. And y'all keep on watching now. Back in behind me, you might see a deer or deer, more than one. Might see some deer, and or you might see a duck or a heron. They're fish catchers. Who knows? You might see a otter or a beaver. Who knows? I've seen coon out during the day going down the river looking for something to eat. So, and you know that's something. I had a coon get my chickens the other night. Well, one night last week, caught one of my laying hens, which has just been laying for this year, and so laid every day. So we could count on, getting eggs from that particular hen every day. Well, caught one of my hens and killed it. I heard them one night, woke me up. I said, "Oh, giant up." I knew what it was. Had to be. They don't make any noise like that at night. I got my house shoes on and got the rambling under the bed, and my shotgun got moved. I guess the wife was sweeping and moved it, but I got it and got out there, and there the coon was, couldn't get out of the pen. So I aimed at the thing, click. So I chambered me a shell and pointed at it again and put the thing down and got rid of that coon. And so I went back in the house and went back to bed. I heard them rambling, making noise out there again. I thought, what? Go out there and there's another coon. So I tried to aim at him and he run off. So, but in a couple of nights, uh, got him caught in a trap. So anyway, and then I look out there this morning, and on top of the chicken tractor, I see grass pieces, which just means another coon or a possum one has been walking through the grass and it wet with dew and got up on that chicken tractor and looking for some way to get into them chickens. I usually used to fasten the door on them, but nothing had happened to them, so I just let them come in and out without fastening the door on the chicken tractor to their little house. But I've been fastening it up, and I'm glad I did last night. I guess we'd had another one eaten, and right now I got four hens and only one of them's laying. Them other two hens are older, so maybe it's the hot weather. And that one black hen, she got broody and tried to stay on eggs. And of course, I'd get them out from under. Well, she finally got over that, but now she won't go back to laying. And she's a first year layer, too. So we only got one hen laying eggs every day now. So I'm getting one egg a day. Oh, me, the life of homesteading, farming, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, and get some of this ash off of here. Yeah, I really been enjoying this pipe, and fits good in my mouth. It's good and slick. That stem, there ain't no bite marks on it. And I can see a little bit of chewing right on that there piece right there. It's a little rough. But over in here where you have your teeth and so forth, there ain't no biting marks on it yet. I hope there not be, but all these coons are running around here, possums. They run this creek over yonder, the creek. They run this river out here looking for stuff to eat. So, they smell chickens and they'll come up around where they are. If they can catch one of them, they'll catch one of them. They'll mess around and catch every one you got if you don't catch them. You might feel a little sorry for this wildlife. You had to catch them. But when I was a kid coming up, my parents and all, they used to have to eat stuff like that. Coons and possums and stuff like that. My daddy was born in 1921, so you know when the Depression was. So there they were eating whatever they could catch, groundhog, just rabbits, all them other things I mentioned. I had a fellow I worked for, I've told you about, probably might have forgotten, used to haul garbage for a man. He run his own, owned his own truck, and built it himself, and so I worked with him for about, I don't know, 6.5 years. I worked with another man for a little while, but one time he said when he was a boy, he come home and he says, "Mama," he said, "what you cooking?" She says, "Polecat." And of course, that's an old southern term for a skunk. He said, "Well, I wouldn't eat a skunk." Well, if you hadn't had anything to eat for a while, uh, you might change your mind. But I don't want to eat a possum, but if I hadn't had anything to eat for a while, I'd change my mind. So suffice it to say, I grew up in the days when people didn't have any sentimental value for wildlife. I don't know when they made the movie Bambi, but when I was a kid down in Tennessee, we didn't even have deer. They didn't come in until I got up to be a teenager. We didn't have coyotes. I don't remember coyotes until wasn't trapping during them days. That'd been, when would that have been? That'd been, okay, well, no, I sort of did, yeah. Anyway, when I was a teenager, we didn't have coyotes down in Middle Tennessee. Now, I don't know where else they might have had them. They might have had them out east of Memphis, and they might have had them up in the Smokies. I don't know. But down in Middle Tennessee, where I was born and bred, we didn't have coyotes until I was done up, a young man. So, but they got them now. Trying to figure out what them tracks are over there in that shallow water. Something's been walking around. That looks like a coon track there. That over there sort of looks like a deer track. Got plenty of walnut trees. Well, you getting ready for Sunday? You say, what Sunday? It's the Lord's Day. Today we get the privilege to go to make up the house of the Lord and worship God. here teaching and preaching and singing to him. Sunday, my favorite day of the week. Always enjoy the Lord's day. Boy, them breezes are sure a blessing, aren't they? Probably about an hour that sun's gonna be right up yonder between these over top of this river between these trees, and this spot right here is gonna be a scorcher. Well, I get on off here, I guess. Haven't seen anything myself other than birds. Have y'all seen anything back behind me? We far enough away that if the deer came out back yonder and went down, had to cross the river for some reason, they probably wouldn't pay much attention to me or you. Well, I hope this little relaxing chat brought some peace of mind to you. So until we meet again, adios.